I'm Dr. Kristen Jacobs from Ooh La La Spa, Anti-Aging and Wellness, and today we're going to talk about collagen stimulation. So Steph, take a little gander about all of this and our products. And as you can see, there are a lot of options for collagen stimulation. And I just realized actually our Pearl isn't here. So when you're thinking about aging, you think about we start losing collagen, elastin, hyaluronic acid. There are all these things that will keep our skin nice and tight and supple. So as early as our 20s, we start losing these types of things and we have less production of them. So we really, if we want to stop aging or slow aging, you really need to start thinking about doing something in your 20s. It's not too late if you're not in your 20s. You can start anytime. And I have a lot of patients actually in their 70s and they come in and they say, oh, is it too late? It's not. You can absolutely get healthy skin when you start later in life, but the sooner you start, the better it is. So let's actually first start with our TNS Essential Serum, which if you've ever watched one of my videos, you know that this is an integral part of all of our treatments. So our TNS Essential Serum is the product that we recommend to everybody because it stimulates collagen. So let's see if I can pump a little bit out here. The red is the growth factors. Growth factors tell your body to stimulate collagen. The white has antioxidants, has peptides, and a little bit of a lightening and brightening agent. So this is so important to use twice a day so that you can have healthy skin. But again, your body is actually stimulating collagen. Now, we actually have it in just the red part too, but the essential serum is really what we recommend to everybody. So if there's one thing that you can do, you know, if you don't want to do any treatments or anything, we call this your at-home treatment. So you can get some essential serum and use that, and I guarantee you, you will see some change. In fact, let's scan over to my photos that are hanging on the wall and see if you can get a good picture. You might see, can you see those? So 2010 is when I started using essential serum, and you can see the lines around my mouth. And that's what drove me absolutely insane. So fast forward to 2013 and you can actually see the improvement. I know it's a little hard on this, on the camera screen, but you can see improvement. And truly, if you would have asked me 30 seconds before we took those photos, if I saw a change, I would have said, oh, I don't know if I would have seen, you know, much, or if I see much of a change. But when I saw those, I was like, oh my goodness, I am a true believer in our TNS Essential Serum. Then you look at our 2015 photos, and actually scoot back just a little bit, and you can see the difference in the color. Is that better? Mm-hmm. You can see the difference in the color from 13 to 15. And the reason I took these photos in 13 was because our Lytera came out. And Lytera is the lightening and brightening treatment. So when you go through these photos, you can absolutely see a difference in my fine lines and wrinkles, which means that my skin is tightening up, and you can see a difference in the coloring of the skin, which, like I said, from 10 to 13, that really was only TNS Essential Serum. So there are the photos again. And when you scoot back a little bit and when you see, take a look at the Latisse. You can see my eyelashes from 10 to 13. You can see the big difference of what Latisse made. So quite impressive products in my opinion. So anyway, about 8 years ago, we started doing a membership, basically, an auto ship program for our TNS Essential Serum so that patients can stay on the product. It's the convenience of having it shipped directly to their door. Plus you get a major discount on the TNS Essential Serum. So this is one of our fan faves. I mean, we have over 200 patients that are on TNS Essential Serum and they get it at their home every 6 weeks. So to me, that's proof that it actually does work. And as I said, in 2013 was probably the time where I was like, okay, this really does work. So again, this to me is one of our top products. Now let's talk a little bit about supplements. And, you know, we recommend our multivitamin and we recommend our fish oil and some vitamin D, but the microcollagen and the essentials for hair, skin, and nails actually will help with the collagen production as well. So the microcollagen, you have to be very careful when you're looking at collagen products, because if they're not a small enough molecule, they're not going to absorb into your body. So that's why we have the microcollagen, micro means small, and these collagen, the size of the molecules can be absorbed into your body. I've had so many patients comment that they really can tell a difference after just a few weeks on the product.
Does this have a taste?
So I think it has a little bit of a taste. I like to mix it with my like protein shake, and I'll put some greens in it and I'll put it with my chocolate protein shake. I don't love it with just water, so I think it has to have some kind of other flavor to it. It's not a terrible taste by any means, and sometimes I will just, you know, do a little shot of it, but I do like it better when I put it in my protein shake. The hair, skin, and nails is another product that has a little bit of the microcollagen in it, but it also has some biotin. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read everything that's in it. But I really feel like between these two products, you're gonna see a difference in your skin. You're gonna see skin tightening, but the biggest change that we see is hair and the nails. I always tell the story that I have a problem with picking at my nails. And so the hair, skin, and nails and the microcollagen, when I started using it, I realized I couldn't peel my nails anymore. I actually had to bite them. So that's how much stronger they were. Now, obviously I need to stop all of that. And maybe I will one day if because that's going to continue to go stronger. The other thing I was noticing is that I was losing my hair. I mean, you can see it in the drain, and I have way less hair loss being on those products. I have both of my teenager boys on the hair, skin, and nails because it's excellent for the health of the skin, and they have some acne, so this really helps with their acne treatments. Okay, so those are some outside and some inside, and now let's talk about some treatments. Let's start with the deepest treatment, which is going to be our Ultherapy treatment. So Ultherapy uses heat energy to go down as deep as we can into the skin and stimulate collagen. It's a treatment that I do every single year. I've done it 6 years in a row. I swear by it because I believe that it helps to tighten up that skin, and I don't need filler as often as if I didn't do it. So it's been over 2 years since I've had filler, and when I did have filler, I had a little bit of Voluma to lift, and then I had some product down in the lower face, into the lips, and in my marionettes, and a little in the nasolabial. I feel like Ultherapy helps to maintain my filler, so I don't need it as often. I'm ready for it now, I'm telling you that, but I just don't need it as often. And I'm actually I usually do Ultherapy every year, but I'm gonna do it at 6 months this year, which will be next month, and you'll get to see it on video. There's no downtime with Ultherapy, which is awesome. But one of the things is that it takes a little while to see the results, because think about it, you're stimulating that collagen production, so it's taking some time for your body to produce that. So you probably won't see results for about 3 months, and sometimes even up to 6 and 9 months. So that one I love. We use that for an eye lift, we use it for jaws and neck. I recommend doing the whole thing because if you're tightening everything, then obviously it's all gonna look better. So that's the deepest treatment that we have, and I recommend that to every single person who is going to be on a major treatment plan. And when I say major, that means that they're ready for the collagen stimulation, they're ready for that Ultherapy, then we're gonna do filler and we're gonna do some Botox. Not to say that you can't do that alone, because you can, but I think when you look at each patient, when I look at each patient, I have to look at them as a whole. And I have to look at the sagging of the skin, the texture of the skin, the fine lines and wrinkles, the color of the skin. So it's not just about coming and erasing those lines or coming and tightening up the skin. I mean, you have to look at everything. So Ultherapy is by far one of my favorites. The Pearl treatment is another treatment that I didn't grab the brochure on that. That one has downtime. So our patients, I wouldn't say that they dislike it, but it's definitely not, it's a favorite after the fact. Let's say it that way. They don't love it as they're going through it. I think we decided it's been probably 3 years since I've done that one. Really every 1 to 2 years you should do the Pearl, but it has downtime with it. So you have to plan for a good 5 to 7 depending on how deep we go, maybe even up to 10 days of downtime. We did a lot of them over the winter time this year, and I'm telling you, everybody is so thrilled with the results. We actually did an old therapy and pearl combo, and the patients just love it because you can see not only the tightening of the skin, but you can see the textural changes, the skin color changes. It gets rid of brown spots. I shouldn't say gets rid of, helps to decrease the brown spots, and then really helps with fine lines and wrinkles. So I love that combination. I think those are the two most aggressive treatments, but still manageable. Then we have our MicroPen and PRP. And to me, this treatment is really, it's very economical. You want to do at least 3 treatments. There's not much downtime with it when you do the PRP. Doesn't quite go as deep as a roll therapy or a pearl, but it does go nice and deep when you go to a medical clinic. There's a difference between a MicroPen at an aesthetic clinic versus a medical clinic. Estheticians and people who are not in the medical field cannot go, they can't break the skin, so they can't go as deep. So sometimes, we get questions about price of MicroPen. Well, why is it more expensive here than the other place? Well, the other place isn't giving you as deep of a treatment. So keep that in mind when you are looking at quote unquote microneedling, because there's a big difference between the different types of pens, and some people are using rollers. I mean, there's just a big difference with the treatment. Now, PRP is platelet-rich plasma, and what that means is that we actually draw the blood, we spin it down, and we use your own plasma to put into the little holes that the microneedling is creating. It is something that's used in the orthopedic world a lot. And of course, if anything's used in the other part of the medical field that happens to help with aging, the medical aesthetic side is going to say, ooh, well, how can we use this to make our skin look better and to heal our skin faster? So that's what PRP is. When we first brought in our MicroPen, I did microneedling and I was red for about 4 days, which is not the norm. The norm is 24 to 48 hours, but I'm extremely sensitive. So for me to do any kind of a treatment that we offer that has a little bit of downtime, I add 1 or 2 days for me. Now, when I did it with PRP, it was less than 24 hours that I was red. So I am 100% sold that PRP does help with the healing, plus it increases the collagen stimulation even more. So those are, the MicroPen PRP are outstanding treatments with little to no downtime for most people, and you see tremendous results because you're seeing the results of the skin tightening. You're seeing some brown spots improve and those fine lines and wrinkles. So it's outstanding for the whole picture once again, okay? Then we have, let's talk about our laser genesis. So laser genesis, there's absolutely no downtime with it, and that's what we love about it. You have a little bit of redness afterwards, and I'm talking just maybe pink. Really, even myself, who I rarely have any downtime at all with this one. I have no downtime, I should say. And the laser genesis stimulates collagen, also helps to decrease pore size. So we use this a lot for anti-aging, but we also use it for acne treatment. And you can do spot treatment, so it's not like you have to do the entire face if you are mostly concerned about acne. So I use it in teenagers, and I'm sure you've seen, if you watch our videos, you've seen me do my children, and one of our book models, Drew, we've done his acne treatments online, so you can watch it, and there's no pain. It feels like a hairdryer going on your face. So that's what I love about this treatment. Absolutely no downtime, and absolutely no pain with it. And I mean, I don't like pain. I will go through a little bit of it to get the results, but this is a great one. I think the only downside with laser genesis is that it does take more treatments. So you're looking at a minimum of 6 treatments to start, and you can do those about every 2 to 4 weeks, and then you'll start to see some change with that. We have patients who do these monthly. They're on a regular schedule, and they'll do them monthly, and they really, they just love the glow. This is the glow laser. Okay, so that one's an awesome treatment. Now, hydrofacial is another treatment that there's absolutely no downtime with, and this is by far one of my favorite treatments because you get so much bang for this one. You're not going to see as much change as in terms of the brown spots and the fine lines and wrinkles, but what you are going to get with it is a little bit of a microdermabrasion, so exfoliation. you're gonna get a little chemical peel, not as intense as our Skin Medica chemical peels, but then you're gonna get hydration. So a lot of patients are really just dehydrated and their skin is dehydrated, so the fine lines and wrinkles come out a lot more. So with the HydraFacial, your skin just looks fresh. You look like you've had, a day at the beach or something where you're just, oh, life is good. And again, you're not going to see the major change like you would with our pearl laser, but if you do these as maintenance, you will absolutely see your skin glowing. So I really love this one. I feel like you get, like I said, so much more out of it than just a regular microdermabrasion or a facial, which I love facials. I think everybody needs facials, but they're more relaxing. You're not going to get a lot out of it. My opinion is if you're going to spend any money, we need to see results. I want you to have results. I want you to see some change with your skin. Okay, so this one, absolutely no downtime. We usually will recommend doing them monthly. This is also a great treatment for acne patients. My older son prefers this treatment. Well, I shouldn't say prefers this treatment to the laser genesis. He thinks this treatment works better than the laser genesis, so he chooses to do this treatment over the laser genesis. And his skin looks amazing now. So for acne, we recommend doing weekly for 3 to 4 treatments, and then you back off a little bit. Excellent for our ladies who come in who have acne in their 30s and 40s. And one of my patients always says, I don't understand how I have wrinkles and acne. It doesn't work that way. But this is an excellent treatment. Okay, you've heard me talk about Thermi, and I have the Thermiva brochure, but Thermi is, we have several different options. You have Thermi Tight, which is a little more invasive and it will help to tighten up the neck. We have Thermi Smooth that does around the eyes, so it gets underneath the eyes and lifts the eyebrow. It is outstanding. And then it can also do around the mouth. So Thermi Smooth, there's no downtime with that, and that's another huge benefit for that. The downside, in my opinion, is the time. You need to do a minimum of 6 treatments with these, and you want to do them every 1 to 2 weeks. So when we're looking at what to do and what services to try and what products to choose, we really look at your goals because we want to know exactly what you're thinking. Like, is it just about the brown spots? Is it just about the fine lines and wrinkles? Or is it sagging skin, or all of the above? Which for most of us, it's all of the above. So we look at that. We look at your lifestyle. I don't really have time to come into an office every 1 to 2 weeks. I did make it a point to do the Thermi Smooth, and that's why I can tell you 100% that it works. And under my eyes bother me probably more than anything, and I really could see a huge change with the Thermi Smooth. So very excited about that procedure. And then the third thing we look at is budget. And as I mentioned earlier about the TNS Essential Serum, that you can have it shipped to you and get a huge discount, we also can budget out all of these treatments. So Botox is something that you can decide, we decide how many units you need over a 3-month period of time. You split up the payments and then you pay monthly. It's been a lifesaver for a lot of our patients. They absolutely love it. For laser genesis, for HydraFacial, for even your micropens, really anything that I'm talking about that you're gonna do as maintenance, you can split these payments up and pay them monthly. The other beautiful thing, especially like for HydraFacial, is you get a huge discount with doing the membership program. So when I said earlier about the results, we truly mean that. We don't want you to do a one and done. Come in and just be like, okay, I'm gonna do some Botox and then never come back again. Because I feel like you're wasting your money. I feel like if you wanna make a change, you just commit a little bit, and once you commit to making that change, then we make sure that it's the easiest for you and the most cost effective and budget friendly. That is really what I try very hard to do, because I want you to have as much as you can and I want you to have the changes. If you're going to spend money, you need to see results. Okay, so back to Thermi. Thermiva is the third treatment that Thermi offers. And Thermiva is for vaginal rejuvenation. So even people who have not had children, women who have not had children are, coming forward and saying, listen, I have a little urinary incontinence if I'm laughing too hard, or I sneeze, or I'm jumping rope, or for me, box jumps. You have a little bit of urinary leakage. And so this actually tightens up that area. It stimulates the collagen production, which tightens up. So just like your skin on your face, on your arms, on your legs, you also lose collagen production everywhere. So the Thermiva treatment is one that's going to help with urinary incontinence. It's going to help tighten up that area so that you don't have it. So I just had my second treatment, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and I really had amazing changes after the first treatment. I'll need one more, and then next year I'll do another, just at one for maintenance. But it has changed my life, truly, because I don't have issues with sneezing, and I'm able to work out and not have to worry about having to run to the bathroom every couple of minutes, especially with jump ropes. Those are just not my friend, but they are now. So Thermi is an awesome treatment. Again, no downtime with that, so that's what I really like. I'm not a big fan of downtime at all, and some people don't mind it, but I'm a baby. So the other thing that I don't have the little brochure on are chemical peels. And the beauty of chemical peels is you actually can do them all through the summer. Some of these things that I think everything actually that I talked about you can do through the summer. Some of the brown spot treatments you wouldn't want to do during the summer, but chemical peels you can. And that also is going to be an overall picture where you're going to get some stimulation of collagen, not quite as much as some of like our old therapy or our pearl, but you are going to see some change with your fine lines and wrinkles, the brown spots, and the overall picture, just it doesn't go as deep as some of these other treatments. And then our new and our favorite treatment is our Secret RF. So this is by the makers of Cutera. Cutera is our laser that we use that I talked about with the Pearl and the Laser Genesis. So when I found out that they had another treatment that is supposed to be as good as the Pearl but without the downtime, I was all over it because, as I said before, I don't love downtime, and a lot of my patients don't either. We're all working, we're all busy, we're all running to ball games, and so the last thing on earth we want to do is try to explain to somebody why our faces look like they look. For me, it doesn't really matter because obviously this is my job, but for most people, they don't want that. So the Secret RF, think of microneedling on steroids because it's creating little micro injuries in your skin like your microneedling, but it's going deeper. And while it's deep in the skin, it's using radio frequency to heat up that skin. So you're getting double duty in there, and it's stimulating your collagen. Because it is deeper, it's not quite as deep as old therapy, so you still need your old therapy, but because it's deeper than micropen, I think this is going to be my new favorite treatment. It can treat acne scarring, it can treat your fine lines and wrinkles, should decrease your pore size. The only thing that it's not as good as is doing the brown spots. However, I still think it's going to break them up. And the reason why I say I'm not sure is because we haven't done a lot of these. We just got the machine. So we're happy to, we're actually having special pricing right now because we really want patients to try it because we need to get our own results. I love seeing the results from other clinics, but I don't feel comfortable with it until I see the results for myself. So that's why I feel very, very good about talking about all the other procedures that we have because I know that they work, and I am 99% sure that this one is going to work as well, but I just don't have those results of my own. So Secret RF is, like I said, microneedling on steroids, but also has the radio frequency factor so that you're getting the extra collagen stimulation. I shouldn't say no. Let's say minimal downtime. My friend had it done last week and she had some redness, but it was only for 24 hours. She is also very sensitive like I am, and so she a lot of times will have 2 to 3 days with downtime with microneedling. But she said she could already see a difference in her neck and her chest after just one. So our recommendation is going to be doing 3, and then we'll see where we are. Now, if there's acne scarring, we're gonna want to do 6. So again, it goes back to what are your goals and how how deep are the scars? How deep are your lines? Because obviously you're gonna need more treatments or more product if you have more intense lines or acne scarring. So I think I covered everything. Can you think of anything else, Steph? Okay, so you scan our fun toys here. And so we have the Secret RF, we have our Hydrofacial, and we have our Thermi. And the beauty of being in this industry is that we have so much research out there, and they're all medically proven, and that's what I love. And it takes me a long time to purchase anything because like I said, I want to see the results myself, and I want to make sure that they work and that it's cost effective for my patients. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to drop a question underneath or private message us. We offer consultations. Now, what happens in the consultation is you will come in, we will wash your face, we will do a huge skincare analysis so we can look at your skin under the surface, and then we give you a whole treatment plan, and it goes back to being based on your goals, your lifestyle, and your budget. So we feel that the value of this consultation, even if you don't do anything, I think you'll learn what your skin looks like and what you need to do to help it become more healthy. So we encourage everybody to do that. It's very hard to tell you over the phone or on Facebook, well, how many treatments do I need, or what is this? Because we really want to see you and give you the best treatment plan that we can. And just keep in mind that we have the membership, so very budget conscious. And we, like I said, we really want to see results. So give us a call at 618-288-9117, and we really hope that we can help you out.